Okay, here we go. Couple more clicks, and we are up and rolling. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Cardio Strength Fusion. We are in the month of December 2025, the last month of the year, and we're going to be focusing a little bit more on isometrics and the difference between the two styles of isometrics. So I want to talk to you about this while we're moving a little bit so we can utilize the whole class to have some movement. So I just want you to start to step side to side and feel your body warming up. So there's two types of isometrics. So if I were to hold a weight like this steady, we've done this before. We know this is isometrics. But if I were to take my hand and push underneath a countertop an immovable object as hard as I could, or, moderately hard, that's a different kind of isometric. So the first kind is called yielding isometric, where we're holding a weight. The second one, where we're pushing against a movable object, is called overcoming isometric. I'll talk a little bit more about the benefits of those as we move into class today. So we're going to start with a different warm-up this morning. I've been seeing a lot of this on the internet, so it's becoming really popular. It comes from Qigong. It's an ancient Chinese warm-up. We're going to do about 1 minute of each of these movements, of which we have 10. So do your best with all these movements. Try to get through the whole minute, but obviously modify if you need to. So let me start my timer. Our first movement, my right piece of paper here, is little hops or bounces. So I just want you to start to bounce. And you don't have to hop completely off the floor. Maybe, bring your heels up a little bit and bounce. Let your arms shake and wiggle around. I have to tell you, I've been practicing this warm up. And every time I do this, I feel so rejuvenated. So, I don't know, alive is the word. All of my body just feels like it's really, the cells are moving around. Everything feels so wonderful after I do this warm up. So we have 20 seconds of bounces left. Just let everything shake out. You might be feeling your calves working a little bit here. Maybe move your shoulders a little bit side to side. I know it looks kind of silly, but we're all doing this together in the comfort of our own home. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, relax. That's movement number 1. Movement number 2 is called the body wave. So we're going to do a squat, bringing our arms back, and then reach up and lift up on our toes. So this is the body wave. And it reminds me of you go to a concert or something and someone starts the wave, right? From one side of the room, and then one at a time, people stand up and they do this, and it creates the wave. So that's what we're doing here, the body wave, 1 full minute. Now be mindful of your own range of motion here. So this warm-up is called a lymphatic warm-up. So it's getting our lymphatic fluid moving through our body. What is the benefit of that? It really does spike our immune system to fight against winter colds, things like that. Keeps our immune system nice and alive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Movement number 3 is called arm swings. So I want you to squat a little bit and just start going back and forth with your arms like this. Good. Now you're doing this so you're not creating any stress in your joints. This should just feel nice and soft and easy. If your legs get tired, you can come out of the squat and stand up, but try to make this a little bit of isometric work in your legs as well. Now, I'm already feeling my breathing is really going up here as we're doing each one of these movements. Back and forth, back and forth. Your hands are kind of loose. You're just letting your wrists and your fingers just kind of move with that momentum of the arm swing. Your core is nice and engaged. Good job. And we've got about 10 seconds to go. Got to look down here at my list for the next exercise. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next exercise is called trunk twists. So you're going to bring your hands right here, come down into that squat position, and just start to go side to side, side to side. So this is a nice exercise to strengthen the back, but the main reason we're doing this is for mobility. Mobility of the body in all the different ways that our body moves. Twisting, side bending, stretching, reaching, all of that, and getting all of our joints into the picture. Side to side. Good. Now, if any of these don't feel okay for you, I want you to make adjustments so you can do what works good in your body. So this should not be a painful warm-up. Should feel like it's starting to feel like work though, right? As we're breathing a little deeper, a little heavier, and we have 10 seconds. Good, side to side, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Next one is called the golf swing. I want you to take your feet wider. You're going to swing your arms up and then up. And as you do, tap your toe, tap your toe. Golf swing. So you'll notice my side is bending a little bit side to side. Golf swing. It's interesting. This series of exercises came up on my social media feed. And as soon as I watched it, within the next couple of weeks, I kept getting the same thing by different people. You know, it's just really a thing that's popular right now out there in the fitness world, is doing this lymphatic warm-up, Qigong, mindful Chinese exercise. Everybody can do it in some way, no matter your age or abilities. Okay, let's see what we got. 10 seconds here. Golf swing. Nice. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise is the dead arms. We've done this before where we twist a little and we let our arms just slap the sides of our body. It's like your arms are dead. Dead arms. They're just slapping as you're twisting side to side. Notice I'm picking my heel up off the floor, so I'm not twisting my knees. I'm allowing my feet to pivot a little bit as I'm rotating here. You're giving yourself a nice body slap with your arms. Let's see, what do we got here to go? Keep it going, keep it going. Halfway through, 30 seconds. Side to side. Great. As we get into the month of December, we're going to be doing this warm-up each Tuesday, but I'm going to add some variations to it. We're also going to add our 9-inch Pilates ball with it, if you have that. Okay, 10, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise, marches. You're going to bring one knee up, clap your hands, open, clap your hands, open, up, and up, up. Good. Now, with these exercises, of course, as always, you're picking the pace. So the first time you do this, you might go a little slower just to see how you feel in your body. It's not a race to see how many you can do in a minute. It's to get through good range of motion of our joints along all the planes of movement. In this exercise, our knees are coming on the sagittal plane and our hands are going on the transverse plane. So we're moving our joints through different planes in the same exercise. Okay, we've got 15 seconds left to go. And reach and lift, looking for good posture. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, next exercise, ballet squats. So we're going to take our feet wide, do a little plie, and then reach up, lift up on your toes, releve. Down and up, down and up. I noticed too, as I was looking for these exercises or this routine, there was a few different names for things, and that's pretty typical in the fitness industry. But for the most part, this one was called the ballet squats. Down and up. Now, if that bothers your shoulders, you can just bring your arms up at any height here, right? So do what feels best for you. And we've got some balance in this particular exercise. It's very similar to the body wave, but we're moving the body in a different plane than we did the wave. Down and up. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's see what I've got for you next. Starfish twists. So we're going to keep our feet wide. Hands are out. We go across and up and across and up. We always called this the windmill back in the day, but starfish twists. And you only need to come down as far as what you feel comfortable doing, especially if you have tight hamstrings or low back issues. Good job. Ooh, down and up. We've been at this almost 10 minutes, so this warm-up takes about 10, a little bit more than 10 minutes to do, which is great. And reach and lift. And we have 10 seconds left on our starfish twists. And then our final exercise, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. It's called fascia slaps. So you're just going to take your hand and you're going to slap your arm all the way up around your arm. Do it a few times and then do the other one. And you don't have to hit yourself hard. We don't want to bruise ourselves, but it's just stimulating the fascia and the muscles, the blood flow. We're going to do chest, kind of like a Tarzan, right? Slap your back a little bit. You're going to make your way down your sides, your belly, your bum. You're going to go to the front of your legs. You're going to come down one leg. This is so cool. You're going to really go, wow, I feel really nice after this. Good. We have 10 more seconds of fascia slaps. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I just want you to stand there for a second. Wow. I feel so rejuvenated, so energized. I feel like the sweat meter's already up. What a nice warm up. The lymphatic fluid has been promoted and activated and is moving. So let's do a stretch. Take your left foot straight back. Stretch through the calf. This is one we do a lot. I just want you to open up your hip flexor and your side body. And then we're going to start into our workout. I'm going to bring back a few of the exercises we've been working on last month for muscle power, and then add some new ones for isometric. We're going to do roughly about 1 minute per exercise today. Okay, let's do the other side stretch. Step back, push that heel down, back leg is nice and straight, glute is engaged. Stretch it up. And we are combining cardio and strength. Most of our cardio will be at the beginning of our workout today. All right, just a couple more breaths here, then we're going to take a drink of water so we feel hydrated and ready to start our workout. All right, let's grab a little swig. So I want you to have a weight for you to do the one-arm thruster, okay? We've done this for about 3 weeks in a row, so you know what works good for you. One-arm thruster. Is the one-arm thruster isometric? No, it is very much a tempo exercise. Now I want you to have that weight in front of you. We're not going to use it now. We're going to pick it up in about a minute. but I want you to start to march out and in. Right, left, out and in. Wide and narrow. So let's do 1 minute at your own pace here. We're going to start to elevate that heart rate up. Get it into our training zone. At least zone 2. I want you guys to get your heart rate up quite a bit today. So bend your knees, but listen to your body. Know what feels best for you today for your workout. 30 seconds to go. Out and in. Good. Pump your arms. Make little fists. Feel like you've got strong muscles here as you're pumping. Out and in. Good. Just 10 seconds to go. Then you're going to pick that hand weight up in your right hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right hand reaches for your weight, comes to your shoulder, left arm out, squat and arm thrust. Down and push. Good. Now you know your body, and if the thrust above the head is not okay for you, you're going to change it up to something that is, or just do the squat here with the weight on one side of your body. Good. The one arm thruster. Once we complete this 1 minute, we're going to set our weight down. We'll go back to the wide and narrow marches, leading with the left leg first. Good job. Oh, this one really gets the heart rate up for me. 15 seconds. Great job. Hand can be at your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Weight is down. Start right away. March left foot out, in, wide, narrow. Your feet just keep marching. Left, right, left, right. Pump your arms, make little fists, like you're squeezing a little ball in your hands. Good. Out, in. Check in on your rating of perceived exertion. I feel like I'm actually up at about a 6 right now. But sometimes the fact that I have to talk actually elevates my heart rate a little bit more as well. Out and in. We've got 15 seconds. Then you're picking up that weight in your left hand for your one arm thrusters. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand picks it up. Use your legs, not your low back, to pick it up. Get ready and start. One arm thrusters. Good. Now, if your arm peters out, just do this, but at least it gives you workload on one side of the body, because part of this exercise is the core benefit of loading one side of your body with the weight. Exhale. 30 seconds to go, peeps. Good job. Down and up. Breathe. Good. 15. We're going to make it. I know it's a long minute when these exercises are challenging. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the weight down. Good. Give yourself a little bit of recovery. We're going to go over to, grab my little notes here. We're going to go over to your wall space for an isometric combo exercise. I want you to take over with you a weight that you can do a bicep curl and try to hold this for a minute. So think about what you can do. Come over to your wall. Let me bring my clock with me. So we talked about 2 kinds of isometric work. We're going to do 2 different isometric exercises here. Let's see. Let's do your right hand with the weight. You're going to come up against the wall, and this left hand is going to push back into the wall as hard as you can. So this is an overcoming isometric with this hand. Push back, Bring the other arm up to 90 degrees. 1 minute starts now. And try to come down into that wall sit. So we have isometrics in our legs. You're pushing your left arm back into the wall, overcoming isometric with your left arm, yielding isometric with your right. Breathe. Woo, this is going to be challenging to hold from a minute. If you need to come out sooner, absolutely fine, but you're halfway there. You've got 30 seconds to go. Breathe. So the only thing really moving in your body right now is your chest is probably heaving because you should be breathing hard. Good. Keep pushing this arm into the wall. Push it back. Push it back. 15 seconds. Nice job. Nice job. Stay steady. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bring yourself up. Shake your legs out. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to relax before we go into the other side. Shake those legs out. Now, if it's too much on the legs, you could do it like this, just standing up. But those wall sits, we know how important those are for quad strength. Okay, so let's start to come down into the wall. Your right arm pushes back into the wall. Your left elbow bends 90 degrees. 60 seconds starting now. Push that arm back into the wall. Push it back. That's the one you need to remember to worry about doing. Your brain is going to keep this arm at 90 degrees, but you're going to stop pushing this one back into the wall. Guaranteed, if you're not thinking about it, push it back. So nice isometric combo of using both the overcoming isometric, which is the arm pushing into the wall, the immovable object, and the yielding isometric, the arm doing the bicep curl. Now, the legs are kind of doing, I would say they're doing mostly an overcoming isometric because we're pushing into the wall with our feet and with our back. 10 seconds, you guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Even maybe push your head back toward the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Woo. Okay, let's take a little recovery. Set your weight down. Grab a drink of water. We're going to be going back into some exercises for cardio. And if you have your 9-inch Pilates ball, here's where you get to utilize this. Now, the benefit is squeezing the ball with your fingers to get some hand mobility, dexterity, and strength, and also just a little bit of mind, body, and coordination. So we're going to do a ball pass. We're going to pass the ball under the left knee and above the head and do it again. Under, over, under, keep going. I need to get my clock in front of me so we can do a 1 minute time. Now, if it feels uncomfortable for you to go over your head, you're doing it right here. If you don't have a ball, just do the action. But with the ball, I want you to squeeze it. When you pass it to the other hand, squeeze it to your fingers. So my ball is not inflated all the way, so it's got some squishiness to it. And I can actually squeeze it with my fingers. Good. We're working balance, stability, posture. Good job. 10 seconds. Nice. Now, if you can't pick your knee up enough to pass it under, just do this. You know, kind of go over the top. 3, 2, and rest. Okay, now you're going to go under the right knee. Start with the left hand. Under, over, under, over, under, over. Or in front of the knee. You do what you can with your mobility. Good. There's always another way, always another option. Nice. So the reason for the ball, well, it's a little bit of agility for sure, and also to strengthen the fingers and the hands. So I want you to put some push, put some squeeze into that ball. Good job. We've got about 20 seconds to go. Nice. And 10. Good balance work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, we're going to do that ballet squat that we did in our warm-up, pushing into the ball with your hands. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can push your hands together, right? But the ball has some give. So we're going to come down, out, down, out. 1 full minute with these. And I want you to squeeze into the ball, put some pressure from your chest muscles and your upper body. Now you can add the lift up onto the toes like we did in the warm-up for some more balance work in that ballet squat. You can reach the arms higher. You get to pick. If you want to work your core, you're going to go a little bit side to side. That's going to change your body's center of gravity. 30 seconds to go. Good. Mix it up. Mix it up. As soon as I mix it up, I lose my balance. But that's what it's about, right? Challenge yourself, guys. Nice. Heart rate's elevated. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let me see what we got next. My writing is small. Okay, we're going to take a second, grab a drink. Then you are going to use optional band around your leg for some standing side leg work. If you don't have a band or if it bothers your leg to use it, you don't have to. And you also need 1 hand weight that you can hold out to the side like an isometric. Now I'm going to use my chair for balance here as well. So I'm going to bring it around to the front. And then be careful putting on your band. I'm going to give you guys plenty of time. We're going to have the band on for quite a while. So once we get it here situated, we'll keep it on for quite a few exercises. So this is where I like to put it. If your band is really loose, you can go down lower so that you have more range of motion. If your band's really tight, you can come up a little bit more. Okay, so what we've got is we'll be using our hand weight, holding it out to the side like this. Now, if you need a break, put it down, then come back up. What we're going to do is bend our knees and lift this right leg out to the side while we're holding our arm out. Now, you can also bend your elbow right in here, makes it a shorter lever. So let's get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, begin. Good. So depending on the weight you have, the arm is likely going to be the hardest part of this because we have to hold it steady. You can actually put your weight down and just hold your arm out to the side. I'm still feeling this, absolutely. Or do a little upright row, shortening your lever. We're already coming up to 30 seconds. This is another one. You can hold it right here. So all we're wanting to do is to work this right shoulder isometrically. Good job. We have 15 seconds to go. Yes. Lots of breathing. Heart rate is definitely up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, I'm using my chair on the other side. Find your balance. I'm going to look at my clock to get us started in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Good. Squat and lift while you're holding your arm in any position that you can do. It's a lateral shoulder activation. If it hurts your shoulder to hold it out there, hold it in front. You can make it at any angle that works for you. Oh, I feel those hips. Thighs are working, glutes. Absolutely. Breathing. Let's see, when did I start us? I started us at the 45 mark, so we have 15 seconds to go. Oh, are you with me, guys? Team LisaBug. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job. Okay, so what I want you to do is bring that weight with you. Come over and sit in your chair. I'm going to back it up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Sitting in your chair, I want you to have your weight, and I also want you to have your ball close by. So set it close to you so you can grab it. We're going to hold the weight here at the chest. You're going to pick up your right leg. The knee comes up and you go out and in. So it's an up and over, up and over. Now, I want you to decide what you'd like to do with your upper body. Maybe the arms go up and over. Or you could do the arms in the opposite direction, up and over. That kind of gets your core a little bit. Or you could do arms up. Or just hold them right here at your chest. So we're lifting the knee up first, pressing out to the side and down, up and overs. Good, 20 seconds, up and over. Your left leg is nice and secure on the floor. Your back is really tall. Up and over. Ooh, I got sweat dripping. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Give yourself a break. Get my phone out a little bit more so I can see it. Okay, now we're going to start with the left leg, up and over, up and in. And then you can choose to add anything you want with your upper body. Same side, opposite side, up, forward. It's a little piece of our mind-body connection that we do in LisaBug classes, getting your brain to work. Maybe your arms and your legs are doing 2 different things. Up, over. So imagine you're stepping up over a stair or something like that. I want you to lift your leg up a few inches and then step it out. If you need to adjust your rubber band, mine seems to be floating up a little bit. Bring it down a little bit more. Great job. 15 seconds to go on this leg. Up and over. Great. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling my abdominals as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, you should hopefully have a leg on your chair right here. What I want you to do is sit back on the chair and put your right foot up against the leg and push back into that leg. That's an immovable object, right? So we're doing an overcoming isometric. And then we're going to lift and lower the right arm. So we're doing an isometric here with the right hamstring. Push into the chair. If the shoulder raise is a problem, do a bicep curl or something else that you would like to with that right arm. Now, sometimes when you're doing an isometric with your hamstring, it can want to cramp up on you. So be careful. If that happens, straighten your leg out. Let it stretch. Up and down, up and down. We don't do a lot of work for our hamstrings. We mostly do our quads. So this is going to tire out quickly in that hamstring. But try to keep pushing into the chair even a little bit. 10 seconds. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Now I want to stretch this leg out. So straighten it. Hold it here. You're tightening your quadricep. So you're elongating the hamstring muscle that we just worked while you're firing the quad. Just a few seconds. And rest. Okay, so I need to slide myself over to this side of my chair so I can put my heel up against the leg and push back. The weight is in your left hand. Ready? 1 minute. Lift, lower. Push into the chair. Activate your left hamstring. So who said chair exercises needed to be easy? Yeah, there are chair exercises that are easy and that we do as a modification when we're in silver sneakers, but not today. We're working hard. We're just using the chair as a tool to find that overcoming isometric lift and lower. Halfway, 30 seconds. Good job. Are you sitting tall? Shoulders should be back. Keep pushing that left heel into the leg of the chair. 15 seconds. Change this exercise if you need to. It's just about strengthening your body, not a particular exercise. Except for this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Straighten that leg out. Activate your quad. Sit tall. Hold it here. So this is truly an isometric, but is it an overcoming or a yielding? It's a yielding because we're not pushing against an immovable object. You're pushing against the mass of your lower leg to straighten your leg out. Okay, so we're going to do some chair step-ups. So I want you to bring yourself to the middle of the chair, to the front edge. Your right foot is in front, your left foot is behind a little bit, and your heel is off the floor. We're going to bring that weight to our chest unless you need to hold the chair for balance. And we're going to stand up and sit down. Ready? 1 minute. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Now the band isn't doing a lot for or against us here. I just want you to put a little pressure against the band so you're keeping it in place. You're not necessarily stretching it a lot. Do you want to add something with your arms? You can. So this is all up to you. If you want to add some shoulder raises or presses up. Good. If you need to take a break, just have a seat in the chair. Come back when it feels better. But we have 15 seconds. Good job, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down. Great. Take a break. Heart rate's probably up. Oh, my water's too far away, so I'm not going to go over and get it. We'll take a water break here in a second. But if you need one, do it. Okay, opposite. Left foot in front, right foot back. Your heel is up. Let's go. 1 minute. Stand up, sit down. So try not to do the knock knee thing. Push into the band so your legs are parallel. Hips distance apart. This one's harder for me to balance because my arthritis leg is doing a little bit more of the work. But I need to keep that leg strong for whenever I have the upcoming final joint replacement of my life. We're under 30 seconds to go, guys. Good. You are doing yourself such a great benefit with these exercises. 15 seconds. Good job. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, set your weight down. What we're going to do is slide the band below the knees, somewhere along there. take your ball, put it between the knees, and you're going to push into the ball. And then we're going to pick up the right leg and rotate the out. Now, you might not be able to go very much. This is inward rotation of the femur. Out and out. Now, don't force yourself to go harder than what, in our brain we go, oh, I'm not doing it very much, so I should go harder. This is not a strength movement. It's a mobility movement. We want to keep our hip joint mobile. If the strap bothers you, do it without the strap. Just bring it up, keep going out and in this way. Push into the ball. Now, if you don't have a ball, this works really cool. Take your fists and put them in there. Good. Fists are in there. So I'm squeezing against my hands. 10 seconds on this leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now could we be doing something with weights? Yeah. If you guys want to add anything with your weights, go ahead. I just want to teach you an exercise we haven't done before, so I don't want to add a whole lot extra in there. Okay, squeeze, rotate out. Now, I don't know why, because I've had both of my hips replaced, but this one is a superstar compared to this one. I don't know. But this was the first hip replacement. But I don't think it makes a difference because they're both over a year post-op. But this one I have more mobility for sure. When you see that stuff, just go, okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know why, and it probably doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad at myself over it. It's just the way it is. I'm going to work them both equally. Check your posture. Are you pushing in with your inner thighs at the same time you're rotating out? Do you feel that right there as we're rotating that femur internally? You have 20 seconds to go. I'm just looking at my list here to see if we got everything done with the band. This is the last exercise with the band. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's do one more, and rest. Okay, so let's take the ball out. Just keep it close to you. Slide your band off your feet. I know it can take a few seconds to do that, get it over your shoes and all that kind of stuff. Now, remember when we did the standing up ball pass under the knees? Now we're going to do this seated, and it's going to work your core a lot more. So what I want you to do is put the ball in your left hand, take your knees kind of wide, and we're going to go under, pass it to the other side, under, out, under, out. Takes a second for your brain to go, wait, one way and then the other. Now, if you can't get the ball under, then you go over, over and out, over and out. Do what you can, under or over. Good. Now, what are we thinking about? Squeeze the ball with your fingers. Each time you pass it to your fingers, we're going to get better at opening jars and all of that kind of stuff because our hands get weak. We lose the muscle and agility in our hands. And we have 15 seconds, guys. Good job. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now this is mobility of your shoulder. I want you to try this, but make sure you're not hurting your shoulders. I want you to see if you can bring it behind your back and pass it to the other hand, and then bring it to the front. If you don't have the mobility to reach back there, then I just want you to go as far as you can using that hand. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Now, if you want to get more core, sit toward the edge of your chair. I'm going to turn sideways a little bit and lean back a little bit. So you're getting some ab work. Good job. Lean back. So this gives us nice mobility of our shoulders. It's a little bit of strengthening for the upper back, but mostly opening up our chest. So we're working on good posture. Good. Let's keep going this direction. 20 seconds this way, then we'll reverse. Now remember, if you're starting to feel any strain in your shoulders, it's not worth it. I just want you to just do little ones. Just do the mobility you have. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we have to use the other hand, pass it back and around. Pass it back. Squeeze your ball with your fingers. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like my shoulders are really working. We're getting those delts, rotator cuff, mostly mobility. Sit back a little bit to get your core. You could even pick up one knee at a time if you wanted to get really snazzy. We could combine these and these. Okay, Lisa, keep going. Keep going. Oh, it's too bad Nancy's not in class today. She would be busting the gut, wouldn't she? All right, let's see what we got left. 15 seconds around. I'm going to stop doing the leg thing. And around. Ooh. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, let's grab a drink. I promised you one. And then we're coming down to the floor. So take your time. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. I want you to have one weight and your ball. We're going to do some seated core work. Now, if this exercise on the floor is a no-go for you, go back into your chair. It's definitely an option. Okay. Years ago, when these balls came out, they were called the bender ball. I don't know if any of you were working out at that time. And a lot of the work with the bender ball was using the ball behind your low back to help support you when we were doing core work. So that's what we're going to do. I want you to take this ball and squish it in there and lean back into it. Option to take your weight here, hold it out in front of you, and we're going to go back, part way up, back, part way up. 60 seconds, back, partly up. And then, of course, anything different with your arms, you could add a rotation. So the ball is helping to support your low back, but it's not doing the work for you. And you're saying, yeah, we notice, Lisa, this is really hard. You should be feeling quite a burn in your core. We're halfway, guys, 30 seconds to go. These are little mini crunches with the ball behind your back. Now, if this just isn't working at all, lay down on your back and do regular crunches without the ball behind you. Breathe. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come up. Great job. Slide the ball out. You're going to come down onto your back and put this ball between your knees when you're laying on your back. So one of the exercises we've been working on for power these days have been glute bridges. And what I want you to do is put your heels down on the floor, pull your toes up so we're firing those shins a little, squeeze into the ball so you're engaging your inner thighs, and then we're going to do little pulsing bridges up and down. 60 seconds. Grabbing my little timer here. Up, down, up, down. So there's a lot of things we're thinking about. We're keeping our toes pulled up. So we got to think about that piece. We got to think about the piece pushing in to the ball, activating our adductors, inner thighs, and then we're lifting with our glutes up and down, up and down. You are halfway. You have 30 seconds. Boy, I didn't think I was going to sweat this much today in class because I thought, well, we've got a lot we're going to do sitting in the chair today. I probably won't be that sweaty. Wrong. Definitely sweaty. 15 seconds. Are you still pushing into the ball? Are you still pulling your toes up? Still lifting and lowering the hips? 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job. Keep the ball between your knees, but hug them up to your chest, just kind of relaxing your glutes and your lower back. So we're going to do an exercise called the dead bug, and we're going to use the ball between our knees. Now, if there's some of you that I know that this bothers your back to bring your knees to table, you're going to keep your feet on the floor, or you can put your feet up onto your chair. But I want you to have the pushing in of the thighs. I'm going to move my chair out of my way a little more. And then you're going to take one weight in your right hand. So option 1, your feet are down on the ground. Squeeze the ball, and we're going to lift the weight and pull it back up. Level 2, you bring these knees up to a chair or to tabletop and squeeze the ball, reach the arm, 60 seconds. Now, if this exercise bothers your shoulder, a nice option is a tricep extension. So you bend your elbow and straighten the arm up. So any option there. Oh, my inner thighs have not done this kind of work in a long time, and they are really talking. Squeeze that ball. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, speaking of breathing, I want to talk a little bit about breathing in this exercise. When we're done with this 60 seconds, in Pilates, there's 3 different ways we can breathe. We've got 10 seconds here, and then I'll talk about them when we're taking a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Okay, while we're resting, I want you to take the ball out and open your knees into butterfly. Oh, goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed that. So there's 3 styles of breathing in Pilates. They're the basic breath, the intermediate, and the advanced breath. So I want to do the basic breathing when we do this exercise on the other side. So let's bring our ball back between our knees. Give it a squeeze. You can have your feet on the floor or in table. Left hand has the weight. So when the weight comes over our head, that's the hardest part for our abs, right? So the basic breath adds an exhalation when it's the hardest for our core. So let's see my clock here. So what we're going to do is exhale when the arm is up and inhale to bring it back. 60 seconds. This is the basic Pilates breath. So the intermediate breath is the reverse of this. It's a little bit harder to inhale when the weight is above your head, and it's hard for your core to stay activated. So if you want to try the intermediate breath, we're going to inhale as the arm is up and exhale as it's down. You have 30 seconds, everybody. I need to put my feet down. If you do too, that's okay. My inner thighs are screaming, pushing into this ball. Oh my goodness. Aren't you glad we got this new piece of equipment? We've just started on what we can use this for. Okay, guys, 10 seconds. Breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Take the ball out. Give me another butterfly stretch, opening those knees to the side. So over the next few weeks here in December and moving into January, we're going to be exploring some of these new exercises with the ball, new exercises for isometrics, both overcoming and yielding isometrics, as well as implementing our lymphatic warm-up. Okay, so take your time to come to your feet as we close class together. Come all the way up to a stand. And breathe and stretch. And then take a nice swan dive down into a forward fold. Stretch the back of your legs. And then we're going to do 3 more of these. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Any amount that feels okay for your body. And 2 more. You can use your hands on a chair. And 1 more, and we're going to hold our forward fold just for a little bit as we stretch to a comfortable place and stay. You can grab your elbows if you want, hang a little bit into ragdoll. You can sway side to side. Just let everything go that's tight in your posterior chain, your lower back, hamstrings, glutes, calves. Okay, let's rise up 1 more time. 1 more big inhale. And everybody said, ah. Nicely done, everyone. I'll get our recording shut off. I'll meet you in the other room. Let's do a chit chat and see how you did with your workout today, or give me a little buzz. I know, Sherry, you will. I appreciate that so much. Okay, see you guys shortly.